That's like the first thing they tell you, like, don't
Yes.
ever use beeswax. So I was like, okay, none of that.
Yeah.
Hey, hello, my name is Nayokenza Robyn and today we're going to talk about natural hair. Now for natural hair, we have two directions that our hair can go. We can go up, and these are styles such as afros, or maybe bantu knots. We can also go down, braids or plaits, cornrows, or my personal favorite, locks. Now today we're going to talk more about locks because I think locks are the most versatile because you can also cornrow locks, and you can even braid locks. You can even bantu knot your locks if you wanted to, and you can make a faux afro out of locks. So locks are the best. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Hey everyone, it's me Jasmine again, and welcome to the best day of my life. Today I'm here with...
Hello, my name is Nayokenza Robyn, and I'm a musician based in Tokyo, but feel free to just call me Nayo.
Well, hello Nayo.
Hey, hello, how's it going?
It's really good. We met online like a while ago, right? Like last year.
Yeah, I slid into your DMs. That's
Yeah.
what happened. Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Anyway, so today we wanted to talk about our hair, our locks here in Japan, because we're both black and we have locks and we're both in Japan, so we wanted to talk about that.
check.
But before we get into it, please do not forget to hit that like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and helps to grow this channel. Not only that, did you guys know that the majority of the people who watch my channel are not subscribed? Please subscribe to this channel. There is a link underneath this video. And without further ado, let's get into it. So I have some notes here.
Aw, yeah.
First, how long have you had locks for?
I've had locks since, I want to say 2007, consistently, so it's been about 13 years. Before that, I had locks for about 4 months back in 2005. So, yeah, but consistently 13 years.
Okay, so you had like locks, then you cut them off?
I took them out.
Like,
Yeah.
did you cut? Or
I
like...
shampooed them out.
How do you shampoo them out?
So basically what I did was, actually it was conditioner. So I only had them in for about 4 months. They hadn't locked yet.
Yeah, okay.
So what I did was I spent like 4 hours with my head in a bucket, and I just like kind of combed it out and conditioned it out.
That's what I did
So,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, so like, I don't know if you guys noticed, like one or two of you guys have noticed, like, so I have a few braids in my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in
That's
the back too.
actually how I started my locks the second time.
Yeah?
Because I had a bunch of relaxed hair that I didn't want to cut off. So for a year, my hairstylist and I, we did plaits. And then about like, I want to say like 11 months into it, we just started twisting the new growth and we just locked the plaits. But actually I trimmed my hair. It was like down to here, and I think I cut it during quarantine. So I cut it in like May, because there was just a lot of like dead weight that I didn't need to have. So.
Oh, okay. So wait, how did you start your locks?
So the first time, it was a traditional method. So I had, I had like a small fro, and I went to this
Teeny weeny afro.
Teeny weeny afro.
TWA.
Hey. So there was this woman I went to out in like, I'm from Orlando, Florida. So I went out to actually Apopka though, which is like almost like a different town. Went to Apopka. I thought it would take like an hour or two. It took like 8 hours, and I brought my homeboy with me too. So we were there for like 8 hours getting my locks like twisted in. And then the second time, once again, I just came back from Japan in 2006. So 2007, 2008, I was going to university in Orlando, and I decided to come back to Tokyo, and I wanted to have locks prior to moving back to Tokyo so I could maintain it myself. So the first year from 2006, 2007, I just had plaits. Like every month and a half, I'd go in and get the plaits done again and again and again to encourage new growth.
Yeah.
And then around like summer of 2007, we just started twisting the plaits into locks.
Ah, so you had like a lot of different textures in your head.
Yeah, I look like Jack Sparrow, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I see that. When I first got locks, I had a teeny weeny, no, it wasn't teeny weeny. It was medium size.
Oh,
that's a step above. Okay,
stunning.
No, but yeah, so I had like a little afro, and well, I used to braid my hair a lot too. And then I went to like a hair salon. So you guys know I'm from Baltimore. And yeah, I just went to a hair salon. It didn't take 8 hours though.
It didn't?
No, it only took like, it took a long time, but it didn't take 8 hours.
Maybe I was over exaggerating, but it felt like it took 10 years though.
I could imagine. I could imagine. Did they use like the coil? Well, you said like...
I can't recall.
Yeah.
I mean, because prior to that, I had been getting my hair like, I used to get my hair like permed a lot, like back when I was like in metal, like, and I was like hardcore metal bands, and that always took like what, like 4 hours, I reckon, because you show up and then the stylist is doing someone else's head, and then you wait, and then they shampoo your hair, and then they put the product in, and then you wait, and then they wash you out, and then you're under the dryer for like 10 years.
Yeah, I don't miss that. I do not miss that.
But I don't know, do they use a coil for you?
Yeah, like the lady used like the really teeny weeny like comb thing, and oh my god, I have a sensitive head. I'm like, no, it's not funny. Like I have such a sensitive head. That's another reason why I got locks, is because I could not do my hair every single day.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, like I would like just tear up. But yeah, like she just did like the coils like all over my head, and it took maybe like 5 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. It's still a long time.
5, 4, 8, 12.
It's
I
all the
mean,
same thing.
yeah, no, I feel you on being tenderheaded, because back in the day, like my homegirl she used to cornrow my hair.
Yeah.
And like the first couple of times I had like little sniffles and stuff, and like I didn't want to act like a little punk in front of my friend. I was like she's like, yo, Nayo, are you okay? I was like, yeah, it's fine. Let's just take a bathroom break. I'll be right back in the bathroom. It hurts.
What did you use to maintain your locks back in the States?
Yeah, so luckily for me, I used the same products in the States and in Japan to maintain my locks. I think maybe like, let's say I had like a very minimal approach to my lock maintenance. So to twist my locks, I use this gel. I forgot the name of it, but hopefully like, I'm gonna describe it right now with magic. It comes in kind of a white clear tin with like a purple lid. And yeah, I used to go to Sally's and I'd buy them in bulk. So I'd buy like 4 or 5 at a time.
Yeah. And
then for like, every day like upkeep, just like I'd spritz myself with water and maybe coconut oil.
Yeah.
Just to keep it as like minimal as possible.
Yeah.
But because I like, I think maybe you might be aware of this as well. Like when you first start, they're like, don't use beeswax. And you're like, okay. Yeah. That's like the first thing they tell you, like, don't ever use beeswax. So I was like, okay, none of that.
Yeah. So in the States, I used Jamaican mango and lime, and then I used like this Talia Wajid Talia, something like that. I'll put that like.
Do you do the ACV rinses? I just started doing those last year.
Really?
I went 12 years of my lock journey without doing ACV rinses, and apparently my hair smelled. Like I didn't know it, but apparently it was like a collective buildup of everything I experienced over time. So I swear by those now.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have dreads, like you might want to wash it with ACV.
ACV wash like thrice a year, no more than thrice, because it's like start shredding your hair though, because it's so strong.
Yeah.
But yeah, 5 to 7 minutes max though. You don't want to be like in the, because what I do is I have a bucket full of water and I put like ACV and lemon juice and baking soda in, and I just dunk my hair in for like about 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I'll massage it and stuff.
Yeah.
But any more than that, it's gonna start shredding your hair though. So yeah.
Actually, like honestly, I didn't do it this year or last year, but I don't think my hair smells. I just washed it.
No, it smells good. I like it. It's actually kind
You're not lying, right? He's not lying, right?
ごめん、ちょっと日本語で大丈夫ですか？ごめん、ちょっと懐かしくお匂いだけど、なんかサランの匂いとか、なんか、だけどもうなんかマイクに飛んじゃった、俺。
Yeah, I highly recommend the apple cider vinegar wash.
Yeah, it's really good. Just don't look in the bucket after you do it. What about you though? What's like your life in Japan with locks versus your life back in the States with locks?
It's definitely So I'm kind of used to the struggle. It's not really a struggle anymore, but back in the States I never thought about like what I had to use for my hair. It was always just within arm's reach. But here, so I just like did my hair like a few days ago. You guys saw me.
Me too. I just did my hair last week. Yeah, like some of it, like sometimes like they never all hold at the same time, like a couple of them they will hold, the ones in the back would be like, haha, nope.
Yeah, like even this one up here.
Yeah.
So actually I just like recut my bangs and my subscribers helped me.
I really want to talk about your bangs in a moment though.
Oh,
I really like the idea of you having bangs.
Thank you, but like my subscribers like helped me in a live stream the other day. They were like guiding me. But like overall, like here in Japan, every time I'm relocking my hair, I have to think just like, okay, what am I going to use? So on Amazon, I get like the, what is it, Cantu, like curl definer, stuff like that, and I use that like locking gel. So ne. But like, I just like slap it on, and that's probably what you smell. Overall, like my life in Japan with the locks is not really difficult just because I'm creative. I used to use this like Jamaican wax. Yeah, I didn't know it was wax, in my defense. Like, it doesn't say wax. It doesn't say wax on the container. It says like It says gel, but when I felt it, I'm just like, this feels kind of waxy. Oh, no, Jasmine, it's not wax. You just have to do your hair. So I lied to myself.
It says not wax on the container.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not wax. There was like a black hair beauty supply store in Harajuku, actually, like in the Motosondo area, almost by Cat Street. Like, you know the TGI Fridays?
Yeah.
TGI Fridays? That same street. If
Yeah.
you go back on the second floor. It's like, I think it's where like the BK Gyaru girls go. You know the girls who just like black dudes, you
Yeah,
can tell.
yeah.
Like, you like, okay.
Yeah.
And they go to his shop there, but every now and then I might go there to buy like a do-rag or like
Yeah.
a new scarf
Yeah.
to sleep in. And I think they also sell gel lock, like
Are they
gels
still
and
there?
lock- Yeah, they're still there.
Oh,
They've been there
snap.
for ages. Yeah, and like, you know, sometimes I might go there to buy new clips and stuff, or like, you know, like once again, like a do-rag that's not like 2,000 yen.
Yeah.
Like,
How do you maintain your hair, your locks in Japan? Like, do you palm roll? Do you use a tool? Do you, like, what do you use?
that's the funny thing, because like, as I mentioned before, sometimes people who aren't black, who have locks, they come ask me this question. I'm like, dude, I don't know how your hair works. I'm sorry. like I know how my hair, as an afro textured person,
Yeah,
I know how
yeah,
that works.
yeah.
And I just palm roll.
Oh, okay, so I do the same thing.
I have clips though, so like, you
Yeah.
know, like once you know, like when you wash it,
Yeah.
you kind of you twist it while it's still wet. I clip it down.
Until it dries.
Yeah, and I just blow dry it. But yeah, I
Yeah.
just palm roll and use clips. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all I have in my little magic box. Yeah. What about you?
I do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
But instead of the clips, I just braid my hair. That's why it's like wavy.
Naruhodo. That's actually kind of cool though. I used to
Yeah.
do that, but I just like, I don't know, man. Because I would just leave the braids in for so long.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just have like Pippi Longstocking hair.
Oh, that's fine, because when you take it out, like the thingies, like the curls or
Yeah.
whatever, they last longer.
Yeah, my wife actually likes it when it's curly, but I'm like,
Yeah.
you want to braid my hair for me then? Yeah, okay. Speaking of people doing locks, okay, so one time my friends and I was with this fashion crew and like I'm with this and we were like going up to the rooftop to like do stuff. Anyways, on the way going up to this building, the Oba-san that led us up to like the roof was actually like a Japanese woman that did locks for Japanese people. And so like everyone else was on the roof, but I was mesmerized watching her.
Yeah.
Cause like she had like these two little crochet hooks and just like
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to town on this dude's head, and I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is that? Like, why? I was like, why, bro? I was like, dude, if you have to do that much work, maybe this isn't for you, dude. But like I sat there for like 10 minutes, I just watched her do it.
Yeah.
And like, you know, she was not interested at all in my locks. I was like astounded to a certain
Yeah.
extent, but I was kind of like, it couldn't be me, man. Couldn't
Yeah,
be me.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
couldn't be me, bro. Like if my hair wasn't naturally this texture,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have locks. Like it just looks like a pain in the arse. Like having to like knot and like dread hair that's straight. Before I got locks,
Yeah.
I was considering doing sister locks. But
Oh, yeah, me too, yeah.
Like I just want like a head full of hair.
Yeah.
But like the sister locks, apparently you have to go through like
All of them.
training to be
Yeah,
able to do it and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And yeah, I didn't want to be landlocked. Because
Yeah.
that would have been like a relationship.
All these like locked lingo. Have you tried Japanese products on your hair?
So for me, like when I came to Japan, I already had locks. When I came to like move again, so like I just I just bought in bulk and I brought them with me. So fortunately, I've been in a situation where I've always had the products I used at home, like in my house. So I haven't got to the point where I need to like use new products, which would have led me to using Japanese products.
So you've never
I don't use
used
Japanese products, no. I mean, I use like Japanese conditioner and shampoo.
no Japanese products touching that hair.
No, like,
No.
'cause I was like, all right, like, you know, when I came back, like, you know, I moved back, I bought like, I must have bought like 30 bottles of the nail polish that I use. And I must have bought like 8 things of the locking gel that I use. I was like, you never know. So I just bought everything in bulk.
Before we go, do you have any recommendations for people who are coming to Japan who have locks or natural hair? Or like any websites they can use or something like this?
I guess it might not be any specific website specific to like being in Japan having locks, but sometimes when I have a lock question or if I have something that I'm not sure about, I always just go to YouTube and I type it in. And there's like a
Hey guys.
yeah, there's a plethora of like, you know, people with locks doing like, you know, step-by-step tutorials on how to do like, you know, ACV rinses or like how to do retwist or like how to do different styles. Like I learned how to, you know, different bun styles from watching YouTube. So yeah, I think for me that's kind of vague, but that's like my go-to source. If I have a question, I'm like, how do I do this? I'll usually type it in YouTube. So.
I'm sorry guys, my recommendation is figure it out.
Experiment on yourself.
Yeah, no, pretty much that like seriously, like that's how I started using Japanese products. It worked for my hair, but then at the same time started building up, so I decided to change it. Right now I use products from the US from Amazon. So I think that would be my recommendation, whether you're coming to Japan or you're going to a different country. Yeah, I would also recommend maybe joining Facebook groups for like hair.
Yeah. Or you can even reach out to me at Nayokenza at Instagram. So if you have any like specific like I guess Afro textured hair lock questions, I'll try to answer back as much as I can. So yeah, awesome.
So thank you guys so much for watching in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed Nayo's information. If you have any questions or if you would like to know more about Nayo, his music, and about his hair, please check out the description box. There are links. Did you want to plug anything?
Yeah, I mean, I've got music coming out almost all the time, and I usually give it for free. Also, I have a YouTube channel as well, but I'm not as I'm not as driven as this one. But every now and then I might do little like Zoom panel discussions, things called Zoom In. And so yeah, everything that you would need to know would be in the link description box. The description box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're interested in how I make every day the best day of my life, please do not forget to check the description box. There you'll find an Amazon link to my 30-day reflection, gratitude, and kick-assery journal. Every day for 30 days, I have a different subject for you to write about, so you can get a bird's eye view of where you are in life and where you would like to go. This helps make every day the best day of my life, so please check that out. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye!
Bye-bye.